Hello, everybody, and welcome to Thoth Tuesday. And we're also going to do Wandering Wednesday. I have just been going through the motions at this point. I think, like everybody is, we have some issues in our world right now with all of us that we're trying to work on other people. It's not going to work out that way. We don't it's like we're refusing to look at the real us and work on the real us. When you stop making excuses why you act like that, maybe you'll start fixing it. Uh, there's a lot of anger right now because we have been through 4 years of hell, in my opinion. It is Earth School, and we do have to go through the dark every now and again. But this is getting to the point where people are staying in the dark because they think there is no hope. There is hope. And we have it within our heart. We have everything. We have the power. I have seen a mother lift a Volkswagen off a child in a dire strait that no one else was coming to the rescue. She had to do it, and she did. That's what we are at. We are at that point right now that I've been teaching, I don't know, maybe a year now, what I'm learning, and I'm still learning. So I will always be learning, especially when we're on Earth School. So there is a few cards that we need to go over, and we need to really. I'm on here for me and you. I'm on here for the collective, but you have to take initiative to work on you with with your collective. So in other words, I have people. I have people that have come into my energy field and something of my energy helped them. And I am so blessed and grateful for that. And a lot of my energy with other people that have commented and gave me their opinions helped me. It always everything, everybody's opinion, it's very, very welcome in my heart, whether it's good, bad, or ugly. But I will decipher it. I'm not going to stay in the anger mode. Why are they doing this? The why mode, the what if, that we've known cataclysmic have been on this earth for years, the mudslides, the volcanoes, and I posted something today that had like these real estate guys talking, and yeah, HARP has been around since I'm thinking 1946, where they can manipulate the rain, they can manipulate the storms, they can manipulate hurricanes. And they say that that's all false. They can't do that, but just saying they are. Uh, but we can't go fix them. The world, once we start fixing ourselves, they'll have to be fixed because we won't accept it anymore. We're accepting of everything. Oh, the government's going to tuck me in at night. They're going to give me money for fuel. That's what they want to do. They want to keep you in their little nesting bed to keep you as comfy as possible so you don't ask questions. I notice a lot of people are playing games now on their computer. My husband's like, nobody talks anymore. Uh, if you remember the Roman days, how they got everybody to go along with them is they brought in chariot races and games for people to keep their little minds so occupied that they don't know what the bad guys are doing in the background because we're just so occupied. And I'm going down the road and I'm seeing people like this on their cell phone. Really? I have a cell phone. Guess what? It's in my friggin' purse. If my cell phone rings, I will call them back when I get to where I'm going. I mean, I have never seen people so addicted as to the cell phones and the games and the stupidness. I'm sorry. I just think it's really ridiculous. If you have to play a game to relax, that's one thing. Play the game to relax. But these people are like grandmas now, are with their phone and they're playing games. They're not cooking Sunday dinner. They're playing games. Uh, I don't get it. I don't understand. I see where it's hurting people. But people don't realize that. They've given you games, they've given you money, they've given you wood, they've given you heating to keep you just satisfied, just happy. And maybe not happy, but just being, just enough that you won't complain all the time. We have to take some deep breaths and realize what's going on in this world, people, because the cards will tell us one thing, but our heart will tell us something else. Okay, now, today is 10/15 of 2024, which is a 6, which is a 15, excuse me, which is a 6. And we have tomorrow, 10/16 of 2024, which is a 7, or no, 13, yeah, 7. And then them together is a 4. So that is the number that we are going to read today to find out where this is going. Number 4 reveals that you need solid structure now more than ever. To feel secure, you need an ordered space. This number brings a sudden burst of energy. Use it to get your life in order. It brings good humor and cheerfulness. Things will be less complicated and life will become easier. Start to be aware of yourself and your body more keenly and take care of your physical needs. Number 4's energy field is the mastery of matter in order to be able to create paradise, wholeness, divine order, and manifestation. Yeah, that is what we're working on. I still see people praying to heaven, and that's okay if that's what they feel like they should do. But heaven is where we are. Heaven is like a place of beauty and understanding and things like that. And we have to work on ourselves to get there. It's not a, I said to my husband, you know, they have made the religion so scary that people don't know whether to sin or be not sinners. I mean, and everything is a sin. I guess Jesus came back and died for everybody's sins. And guess what? The next day, everybody had their sins back. So that doesn't make any sense. I'm sorry. It just doesn't anymore. When you start looking at this crap that we've been following, it just doesn't make any sense. Jesus was love. According to Jesus was all love, all peace and all love. Well, the story of Jesus started at 33 when he was born, and then at 33. And we show this beautiful man, which he might have been a beautiful man, but he was probably dirty at that point. They didn't look like movie stars back in that day. You know, they didn't have hair trimming. They cut their hair. So he wouldn't have been manicured like that. And yeah, I don't think that he would come back, get ritually sacrificed, which is scary because people think that that was him taking away their sins, when really that was the world starting sacrificing a human. And they sacrificed a lot of people. They hung him up on a cross, and now all of a sudden we're going to wear a cross on our neck after them sacrificing this man on a cross. It's like getting a little chain with a revolver on it because somebody died in your family. Somebody shot him with a gun. So, oh my gosh, he died for us because he covered us, he saved us, and now we're going to get a shotgun to remember him by. Really? I mean, blow my mind again. Common sense. Let's get into the common sense. People with no common sense sometimes drives me crazy. I love everybody, but geez, so man, how can we not have common sense? I don't get it. And to really think about these stories that we've been told. Reveal your truth. You know, I've been talking about that because I seen this card come out when I did my midnight meditation for the collective. And I just said that. Reveal your truth. Find out who you really are, because behind that mask, you're beautiful. With the mask on, kind of scary, like Freddy Krueger or something, or Jason or whatever. But the masks, makes us question who you are, but your face lets us know the beauty behind the mask. When you were born, your soul shone bright. As you grew, you were taught of right and wrong. You were taught how to think, how to live, how to believe in a way that makes you fearful to say no. To disagree is to risk alienation from family and society, and so you hide your true thoughts and feelings behind a mask. The mask hides your light. Cast it aside, embrace and live your truth, and let your soul shine once more. We've blocked ourselves a lot from the religious sector. And I'm not saying it's bad. Whatever you have to do, it's your journey. Don't let anybody give their opinion and tell you you're on the wrong journey. That, what I was just explaining, is that's my wrong journey. That's my journey of learning the truth about things instead of blindly going along with society. Surrender to the flow. And the ladybug to me reminds me of my great grandmother. She always told me when you see ladybugs, they're good luck. And anytime I see a ladybug, and her dog's name was Ladybug that we gave her. And anytime I see a ladybug, I think of my great grandmother and how she had this little garden, and she's just great grandma. She just loved. Through choice and action, you can steer the course of your life, but sometimes a need to control every outcome can have you caught up in a whirlpool instead of moving forward. You may move in the direction of your choosing, but it may not be the direction in which you need to journey. Loosen your grip, surrender yourself to the flow, and trust that you will find yourself exactly where you need to be. I totally agree with that card, because once we find ourselves, we can never unsee it. We can never unfeel it. And 32 come up in the Soul Helper Oracle, and that's a 5. And it says, tear down the walls around your heart, give and receive security and warmth. Right now, in this time, nobody feels secure. Everybody's been ripped apart by storms and money and people and families and things disappearing from the world. And we all need that sense of safety right now. A sense of security and belonging, feeling happy, warm and safe are all we need to make a warm, comfortable home for ourselves. Your soul path has now led you here. Your true home, which will provide all these, is now ready for you. Or perhaps you have already found it. Be prepared to recognize and accept it gratefully. It is wonderful. You will find a sense of security and true home wherever those around you are at one with you. See all the people, angels, animals, plants, masters, and power animals bound to you in love. Tear down the walls around you. You need them no longer. And start building radiant bridges. Do this every day. You are compassionate and have shown that you have patience. Security and love now flow to you and envelop you in their cocoon. Accept everything that comes to you in order to be able ultimately to also share it. Become a vessel filled with an abundance of security and love. Then celebrate it with gratitude and joy, as you will reap everything you sow. From now on, wherever you go and wherever your home may be, a sense of security will always be a part of your heart. Your helpers for the next 21 days, the power animals, the rabbit. The herbal essence is sandalwood, the healing crystals, rose quartz, and the number is 5. And rose is love. So that doesn't surprise me, and she's loving the bunny. Number 5 tells you that you have a deep connection with the divine source and that nothing can prevent wisdom from finding its way to you. Your current priorities are fidelity, liability, and loyalty. Focus on them and concentrate on healing them in both the world outside and your inner world. Number 5 brings protection, giving you the freedom to act more boldly Its energy field is centering, bringing the strength that always recognizes and recreates itself at the end of the soul path, along with meditation, belief, and insight. Yeah, we are recreating ourselves. We don't want to stay in the old because there's nothing to create there anymore. You've created everything you need to create. You've been in Earth school, and now it's time to remember, 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 Peter Pan. You have to remember. Now, I am going to uh I'm going to read the magical spiritual spirit oracle. And it's a 36, which is a 9. Could you surrender just a bit more? The seeker, all-seeing eye, spirit released. Look at the magic coming out of her. I surrender to the divine. The third eye does not look in order to see. Instead, it feels and knows. It is the most mystical of all spiritual symbols and is the seeker of our world, the part of us that brings us to higher understanding and connects us with the divine, if we allow it to. The seeker archetype is the cloak being who can travel between realms, the one who uncovers universal magic and mysteries, the finder of Atlantis and the sea, the opener of ancient books, even when the world tells them not to. They travel to forbidden and uncharted lands when others are too fearful to do so. Ironically, our human nature and our own two eyes can often get in the way of our seeking. Part of learning to see with one third eye is actually to close our own, to get out of our way of boxed in thinking, rationalizing, and overanalyzing. Reason and logic are not that carry us to magical realms. It is surrendering to spirit and quieting our mind, so we can open up to the mysteries. The one who learns to see does it by using their third eye connection with spirit. Notice that the goddess in the artwork is crying. She cries tears of awe and wonder at what she is seeing. Her third eye, wide open and looking towards the heavens, is symbolic of a heightening understanding and awakenings we are capable of receiving. Release the tears flowing downward, allowing for the rise, the third eye, seeing upward. Observe how the goddess becomes the horizon. She is the rising sun with a renewed sense of optimism for life. The sun is within her mouth, as though she will speak her express or sing about her powerful experience. The surrendering and releasing rather than controlling and consuming was how she achieved it. She asked you, could you surrender just a bit more? It would be wise to continue practicing the release of yourself to spirit. The best way to activate your third eye is to get your mind out of the way. Let yourself get carried away within the magic of every present moment. Try to get through a whole day of not judging, forcing, or overanalyzing anything. If you pay attention, you will be surprised by how much you do. Spirit would rush in if it only had the room to. I think that was totally right, in my opinion. And we did get the snake shed old skin, and the snake has been coming to us and telling us that. Cast off the old, reveal your true colors, talents, and gifts to the world. The energy of renewal is washing over your life at this time. If for some reason you feel that your true self hasn't been recognized or you've been misread by others, know this energy is now leaving you as you've been working through your old stories and all the self-limiting beliefs that you've accumulated along the way. You've been peeling away a shield of skin that has created limiting experiences. Your own personal commitment to growth has been recognized, and now the external world will begin to reflect all of the work that you've been along doing within. If you feel someone you love has misunderstood you recently, they will be able to see beyond that if your time of renewal, that if you're willing to recognize your own challenges. This is a time for renewal, abundance, and connection. Let yourself be reborn and celebrate. We are all getting kind of reborn because we're all figuring out what has been hidden from us. So it's kind of like a rebirth of knowledge. Drum Dream Journey. Journey inwards to uncover insight and information that will be important for your path. Then follow the guidance. You are very connected to the other world as at this time. The wisdom and intelligence of the earth and her magic surround you. The drum, which echoes the sound of Mother Earth's heartbeat, has cleared the cobwebs and dust from your inner vision. What you have seen in your dreams and inner visions is not imagination, but guidance, particularly if it has been coming to you repeatedly and has the potential to become reality. Dreams come true. Know it and live it. We are all part of our dreams. And if you're not bringing, I know a lot of people don't bring dreams back. It's because you weren't meant to. You might be doing something secretive, kind of like something that only you need to know, and they won't let you bring it back. Basically, you won't let yourself bring it back because you know what you're doing. High Priestess, harness mystic power. Align with the light of and focus on all things positive. Now, it's really hard to think all things positive all the time. But I'll tell you what, when you see negative, you need to stick with that positive because there is so much negative going on in this world right now. You are a mystic with the capacity to connect with energies that go beyond the human sense. Within you is a force of magic that is directed by your will. There is an opportunity for you to rise up at this time, but it requires dedication and discipline. You are being guided to look at what you are working on or at the situation before you and determine where your priorities lie. If you are unable to figure that out, you must use your intuition and discernment to focus on what will bring you closer to your goal and the happiness of everyone involved. When this card arrives, it's also important for you to check in with your intuition as it will give you guidance that will be important for your growth. Yeah, don't ignore the intuition. And if you can feel it, you were meant to feel it. Go to number 19, which is 10, which is a 1. Butterfly effect. What you do today can linger into your tomorrow and perhaps someone else's tomorrow as well. It is like when someone says something negative to you and you carry it through your day and then pass the ick onto someone else. This is why it is important to think before you act. Remember, every action has an equal and opposite reaction. Let's do a quick analog. Someone far away wakes up in the morning and steps on a tack. That puts them in a bloody foul mood. So maybe they get rude with their spouse or partner, setting the tone for the rest of the day. Their partner then goes out into the world to work. They now ruffle those wings, spreading the same poo-poo attitude onto a fellow coworker. That coworker did nothing wrong and has been making a product that is important to something of safety that will be sold all over the world. But instead of quality control, they are blindly doing the job while venting to a coworker. This gizmo then gets packed and shipped with all the other gizmos somewhere half across the world. Someone buys it and uses it for, well, you see where this is going and continues to go. Long story short, too late, ha ha ha. Are you spreading poop? Ah, that's unfortunate because those poop-filled wings just splattered into someone else's day. Stop and consider the consequences of your actions. I agree. because it does. It is like a domino effect when you're in a foul mood and bring it upon someone else. Yeah, it pisses them off too. Okay, now we've got a number 41 came in from the Enchanted Oracle. And this says unexpected visitor. Oh, and then we got the white bunny down here and the mushroom with the frog on it. And she's peeking through another dimension. If you expect the unexpected, you'll be prepared for miracles. Detours, surprises, and paradigm shifts. Expect the unexpected. No matter how detailed your plans are and how clear you believe the road ahead to be, there are times when the best plans are waylaid by unforeseen circumstances. At first, detours may seem inconvenient, but a surprise turn of events signal that the adventure of life is beginning to get interesting. No one can plan for synchronicity, for fate and destiny to meet, except spirit, who knows that you can't comprehend for now. Life is full of surprises, so stay on your toes and enjoy this exciting new adventure you weren't expecting. There is a plan for your life that may not match up with your agenda. Yeah. Uh, we have spirit coming through. Watching. 5, change. And with that, we got the 2 of Cups. That's partnership. That's masculine and feminine energy. Unity, partnership, attraction, connection, close bonds, joining forces in mutual respect. The 2 of Cups specifically signifies harmony in relationships and open communication. The symbol of the card is 2 hearts, indicating that the parent is in a special union that feels fulfilling and mutual beneficial. The 2 of Cups is a sign to engage in open communication with loved ones. The querent is encouraging to review their current relationships and clear up any miscommunications. This includes taking accountability for what is within their control. We write our future out, not realizing we're putting bad in it, and we have to realize that we don't want to do that. Now we got a number 20, and this is flying. You have the power to see things from a higher perspective. It's kind of like the eagle card. If you were a bird flying high in the air, what would you see? When you soar above life's challenges and opportunities, a new perspective becomes available. Today, you have invisible wings that allow you to swiftly bring your circumstances into alignment with your highest purpose. This is a sign that your waiting is over, that all your hard work has paid off, and the things you hoped for are no longer beyond your scope. You have the ability to reach for the stars and find one with your name on it. Spread your wings and soar. The angels are waiting for you. Really like that card. And yeah, that is a unicorn, not a horse. It's a unicorn, and it's flying. And there's butterflies everywhere flying through the clouds with beautiful rainbow magic trails. And we got the Page of Pentacles, and the page was upside down. It came in reverse. Foolish, immature, irresponsible, lazy, underachiever, procrastinator, missed chances, and poor prospects. The Page of Pentacles reversed often shows up when the asker has lost sight of why they started a project or pursued a passion as a career. They may be feeling scattered, stuck, or a loss of excitement. To avoid repeating past mistakes, You are naturally inclinations and common sense. Carefully check the information received and do not rely on superficial knowledge. 100%. We don't, not everybody knows everything. I don't know everything. The next guy doesn't know everything. And yeah, we don't know everything. So 22, which is a master number, 4, but we don't make it into a 4. It's a master number and it's intention. Okay, I want to make sure it wasn't reversed. Deliberate, clear intentions have the power to change your world. Your objectives will be fulfilled at this time. Inspired intentions are like magic arrows shot into the sky. The universe is bringing you a gift, showing you that you're hitting your mark. Recognize that you're not the one who has to do it all. The work, however, others help you co-create reality. You connect to the power of your intention, sending it out and into the field, then allow your for synchronicities to work its magic. Perhaps the good intentions of others will inspire you to send out beautiful ones of your own. Own the life you want to lead and live deliberately with clarity and detachment. I and I love that because the owl is wise and it is seeing above. It's on a giant egg and it's got a puffy white afro dandelion that if you blow and make a wish. And then you have the giant egg that's not cracked. Okay, it's like foggy in the background of this card. But then you can see dandelions, a little fuzzy afros all down here. So yeah, this is a really cool card. And of course, I closed the book on the page. Go figure. Okay, that was a card. I'm telling you, it keeps going to 24. Why, I don't know. Okay, intentions. Deliberate, clear intentions have the power to change the world, like I said. I think that this is going to be our intention. We're ready. We're getting our senses back. We are flowing in our mojo, and we are going to do something instead of sitting here looking stupid. The Page of Pentacles. Okay, I did that one. Okay, 22. Okay, Ace of Pentacles. There you go. Upside down. It was reversed. That's how it come in. Missed chances, scarcity, deficiency, instability, stingingness, bad investment. The Ace of Pentacles reversed indicates that the asker may feel they are experiencing delays with their projects, a new business, or in their personal life. It may seem that things are not moving forward in the way they envision. Furthermore, the Ace of Pentacles reversed suggests that the asker should be cautious with budgeting at this time and avoid taking an extra financial obligation. It is advisable to live within their means and avoid making large purchases for the time being. Yeah, don't buy anything right now unless it's like a must, like an emergency. Wait a little while. After this nutcase election is over, things are going to start flowing in. Now, we've got the number 18, and it's the magic stream. And I love this. It's got a herring sitting there, little fishes coming up at it. He's catching his fishies, and we've got the magic stream coming down. It's 18 is a 9. Everything is connected through the universe, a flow of consciousness. Every experience you have seen to have its own life story, with a beginning, a middle, and eventually an end. However, there is danger in seeing events as separate from one another. since in fact they are all part of a continuity and a greater evolution. Like an ever flowing magic stream, your experiences filter through the whole world, one leading into another, information and influencing still more. Inspiration, invention, and revelations rarely come to just one person. The collective awareness is a shared storehouse of potential. When you remember you're part of the fluid continuity of life, you become a channel for great inspiration. Allow the magic to flow through you and carry your dreams into reality. Your success will benefit many. Yeah, we're not in this alone. It's not Fawn in her rowboat heading down the river by herself making all the decisions. It's like Survivor. If you've ever watched Survivor, which is my favorite show, and I know a couple other people said they watched Survivor, it's a community like it's like people coming together and saying, okay, I can cook, I can build, I can sew, I can wash. There you go. You've made something. We're not without anything. We have it all within. We have decisions, but we're not alone. We have to expand and get everybody's idea. You got these people with high ego that think everything they say is right, and they will not listen to anything you have to say because they are right. They are going to be in the background. They're going to be voted off the island, is what's going to happen. Because it takes a lot of us to coincide and make it beautifully in Kumbaya paradise. So yeah, never alone, baby, never alone. And we got a number 20 after that, and that's judgment. Self-evaluation, awakening, renewal, purpose, reflecting, reckoning. You now have a clear idea of what you need to change and how you need to be true to yourself and your needs. This can mean making small changes for your daily life. The judgment card reminds us that we are all will be faced with choices that will have an astounding effect on our entire life. The card brings to mind moments where actions you have taken have changed the course of your path for good. Yeah, it's kind of like when we change the path, we change the path, we change the outcome. Now that was the end of the collective, but I have a few cards that popped out, and I decided to keep them because when they pop out the way they do, uh, yeah, we need to read them. Look at the Six of Pentacles. Beautiful card. Look at the sunflowers. Generosity, charity, community, material help, support, sharing, giving, and receiving gratitude. 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 Remember? Remember? Sounds crazy, doesn't it? But you'll remember. And gratitude, yes. We need gratitude. Show gratitude. Thank you very much. The Six of Pentacles represents financial harmony, charity, and generosity. It suggests that the asker has cultivated positive karma by sharing their abundance with others. This card can also indicate that there is a good financial news on the way. The asker may inherit money or receive a generous gift. However, no matter how prosperity enters their life, they are encouraged to share the abundance with loved ones. We should be, if we had, think about it. When we get the money, which we are going to have a jubilee and we are all going to get some money, things are going to go back to like 50s prices. And yes, we've already heard that from Q the card, and we already know that. And we're getting the med beds, and I am going to put it out there and be completely positive about it. Boom. I'm not going to say maybe. We'll see. That's negative. That is negative talk in your mind that you're already putting it out there. I thought you said boop, 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 boop. Oh, well, it didn't happen. Did you stop it from happening? Did you say all the negative crap, put it out in the universe, and then watch the crap come back? Maybe. Just maybe. Got to be careful with that, people. We also got the Magician, and I thought these were great cards. I love the Magician's card. She's got an 8 sideways on her forehead, and I have an 8 sideways I wrote in my dream journal like 3 years ago. And it's all been about feathers, leaves, and butterflies. And this is the Magician, and she is beautiful. Look at the crystal around her neck. That is a perfect card. Willpower, desire, being, resourceful, skill, ability, concentration, and manifestation. Magic from the Magician represents pure willpower, using the power of the elements and the suits. He transforms the potential of the fool into reality through the power of his desire. When you get the Magician in your reading, it might mean that it's time to tap into your full potential without hesitation. It might be in your new job, new business venture, and a new love or something else. We are stopping ourselves from what we say and put out in the universe. So don't do that. We got another 5, and we got the Hierophant, and the Hierophant is with the beautiful buffalo. Traditional social groups, conventionally, conformity, education, knowledge, and belief. To see the Hierophant in a reading is a spiritual search for meaning. Focus on improving moral qualities. Perhaps the path of a wise teacher or an official teacher will come to help you in your spiritual search. The Hierophant card suggests that it's better for you to follow social structures which are established and have their own traditions. You might be involved in a certain ceremonies, rituals, or other religious happenings, for instance. We have to remember, even if it's a prayer, it's a ritual. Even if it's a manifestation, it's a ritual. It's like, and people are like, oh, rituals. Well, I take a shower every night. That's a ritual. I put on my slippers every night. That's a ritual. There's good, bad, and we can figure out what's bad and what's good. We're not stupid. We're adults. Now, we've got the Golden Future Oracle, the last card, and this has another unicorn with rainbows behind it, 35, which is an 8, which is infinity, which is sideways on the magician's head. And you can see the bees and the fish and the hummingbirds and the garbage and the unicorn and source up above. Look at that. That is where we need to take our world. Keep your space pure and clean, planetary cleansing. In the consciousness of the golden future, everyone has a sense of self-worth and personal integrity. So they keep their surroundings clean, naturally, and beautiful. Good will be wrapped in ecological, reusable, biodegradable plant material, not yet envisaged, so there will be no waste or rubbish. White goods, televisions, and our current computers will be obsolete, replaced by total biodegradable high-tech goods powered by harmless frequencies. By 2050, currently inconceivably, dematerialization techniques will mean that the mountains of rubbish around the world will be disposed of. This includes the atomic dust from nuclear power stations, which will all have been shut down. Residues of waste dust will be taken by unicorns for final clearance in the sun, and Helios, the great central sun, a gateway to source. In the golden future, we will keep our planet pure and clean. Yes, we will. And there is guidance for that because I have seen that in my dreams. We don't have tchotchkes, which I call tchotchkes. They're knickknacks like I have behind you. We won't have any of that. We'll have clear everything. Everything will be clean and there'll be a purpose for everything. There's a guidance. Says Lord Peter the Great was totally in tune with nature and the animal kingdom during his many incarnations. He now helps environmental movements and is coordinating the deep cleansing of the planet from the inner planes. Your guidance is to connect with him and visualize the land being clean and cared for and the air pure. Each time you do this, Your energy creates spiritual team. Your energy creates bridges of light along which Peter the Great's spiritual team can work. Through your inventions, they can show people the consequences of their actions and achieve more to purify the world. This card is a reminder that every single thing you do to help our environment make a difference, but do not judge those who drop litter or pollute. For judgmental thoughts create psychic pollution. Instead, bless those people with self-worth to raise their frequency. Your guidance is to make ecological choices and live light on earth, for your actions profoundly affect people and help the planet. I love that. And that was a great reading for Thoth Tuesday and Wandering Wednesday. And I hope I'm going to be back for Thor Thursday and Freedom Friday, because we've got a lot of stuff we're doing right now. Um, and I have noticed there is no, our skies have been clear for 4 days, and I'm keeping track of it because there has not been a day where I didn't see planes spraying stuff through the sky. And now it's like 4 days now. It's free and clear and not hardly a cloud in the sky. We'll see what happens. All right, everybody. I love everybody. And may every step in your journey be magical. And you know what? Just be you.